I'm nervous. I've written everything down because I don't speak much online or on a video or anything. I'm an artist. As you can see, I'm sitting in my artist room and it's a mess. This is a piece that I just did. Basically, I'm a resin artist. Um, so I think I'll just read what I wrote. So, did you know that over 500 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every single minute? In that massive wave of content, it's easy to wonder, can one small creator truly make a difference? Basically, I want to write something on, can YouTube really change a person's life as a small creator, like a lot of people are saying. Now, I'm 68. It's a very hot day today. It's about 38, 39 degrees today. So it's quite hot. But today, I'm here to share my story, how this platform became not just a creative outlet, but a bridge to something bigger, something life-changing, hopefully, for me. So let's talk about it. So my name is Beatrice, and I have a channel called A Woman Alone. For over 20 years, my world revolved around caring for my mom, my dad. After my dad passed, my days and nights were just dedicated entirely to looking after mom. During those years, art became very sort of, I had to actually find the time to escape. But it was somewhere where I could go and go into my own little world, basically. I have written about stillness, and this actually it takes me into the stillness that I've been searching for, I guess, most of my life. But caregiving is a full-time role, and eventually even those little escapes became rare. My sister would sometimes take my mom out for an afternoon, but those were the moments I'd pick up, my resin and acrylic pour and just pour on canvas, basically, and forget that the world even existed. A month ago, my mom passed, and her last words to me was simple: promise me you'll go back to your art. So here I am today, sitting in front of this camera, starting a journey I'd long put aside. But more than that, I'm starting over, alone, but not lonely. And YouTube, well, it's become a lifeline I never expected. YouTube isn't just a video platform. It's a global stage, a teacher, and most importantly, a connector. It's where ordinary people like you and me can share something extraordinary. Whether it's art, music, cooking, or simply telling a story, it's all here. But for me, YouTube became more than just a creative outlet. When I was at my lowest, financially burdened and emotionally exhausted, I stumbled across creators who spoke directly to my heart. People who said, I started with nothing, but I kept going, and you can too. Those voices, those stories, they planted a seed of courage in me. And here's the truth: you don't need to be viral, you don't need to be famous, and you don't need all the answers. You just need to start. YouTube reminded me of that. But let's be real, it's not always easy. Starting a channel as a small creator feels like shouting into the void. You upload your first video and maybe 10 people will watch it. And those 10 views might include your sister and your best friend. Financially, being alone comes with its own set of challenges. Bills don't stop, groceries don't stop, and art supplies certainly don't stop costing money. And then there's the fear. I think I've overcome that fear now. But I do still have that little bit of a doubt that says, maybe my art is not good enough. What if people don't care? What if this is just a waste of time? Now, I do have an art channel, which I've had over 4.5 years, but let it go because I was looking after mom and dad. I very rarely went on it. I very rarely put up anything on it. And so it just sat there. And then mom passed a month ago, and since then, whatever art I'm doing, I'm putting up. Yes, I'm getting views, but not as many as I used to when I first started. So it's all like climbing the ladder again, slowly, one step by step. But every time I sit down to edit a video, every time I pour resin into a canvas and hit record, I remember, even if just one person watches, even if just one person feels something from what I created, then it's worth it. Because every small creator starts the same way: one video, one view, one tiny spark. When I uploaded my first video, it wasn't perfect. The lighting was off, my voice trembled, and still trembling. And I second guessed every frame, but I hit publish anyway, and then something amazing happened. Someone left a comment. They said, "Your art brought me a moment of peace today." And that one sentence carried more weight than I can describe. In that moment, I realized that YouTube isn't just about views or likes, it's about connection. Slowly, I started sharing more. My art became less about creating something flawless and more about sharing the process, the mistakes, the little triumphs. Resin and acrylic pouring isn't predictable. It flows, it settles, and it surprises you. In a way, it becomes a mirror of your very own journey. Every video became a bridge, not just an audience, but back to myself. So why is it worth it? So YouTube really change a person's life as a small creator? Yes. 1,000 times yes. But it's not always in the way you expect. Sometimes it's not about making money or going viral. Sometimes it's about finding your voice when you thought you'd lost it. Sometimes it's about showing up for yourself when no one else is watching. For me, it's about honoring that promise I made to my mom to go back to my art. And it's about showing up for the woman I see in the mirror every morning. Alone, but not lonely. Creating, sharing, and growing on one video at a time. So, from nursing to caregiving, because a lot of my career was nursing. I was a professional nurse. And I actually gave up nursing to take care of my parents. So from nursing to caregiving, and now to this new chapter as an artist and a creator, this journey hasn't been straightforward. But every twist, every turn led me here to this moment speaking to you. God, I'm nervous. YouTube didn't just give me a platform, it gave me a purpose. It reminded me that being alone doesn't have to mean being invincible. If you've been wondering whether you should start your own journey, this is your sign. Do it. Do it scared, do it messy, but just do it. I'd love to hear your story. Have you started your own journey on YouTube? Are you thinking about it? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one of them. And if you'd like to follow along as I continue this journey, creating my art, sharing reflections, and building something beautiful, don't forget to like and subscribe. and hit the notification bell. Thank you for being here. Until next time, alone, but never lonely. Thank you.